So my winter vacation wasn't just all about Tokyo Disney. Even though that was an amazing trip, I also had made plans to go to Shirakawa-go, which is a World Heritage Site. So I was very, very excited. I had to, however, go from Tokyo to Nagoya, where I took the Meitetsu bus, which was easy to make the reservations. It only cost 7,000 yen round trip, but finding the Meitetsu department store third floor where the bus went off from was so easy. I got to the place on time, I hopped on the bus, and I got ready for my 3-hour bus ride. And I usually hate bus rides because I get car sick, but this wasn't bad. And seeing the scenery was great. I love how beautiful Gifu Prefecture was. There was one bathroom stop along the way here, halfway to the halfway point, which was nice. It was a really great bathroom stop, by the way. Amazing bathrooms, like posh, really posh. And otherwise, just looking at the mountains and the snow. This is the most snow I had ever seen in my entire life. So I was so giddy. I was like, oh my God, look at the snow. And also the mountains. The mountains are gorgeous in Gifu. I just love nature. So this was the perfect trip for me. Like I said, getting there is easy. You just sit on the bus for 3 hours and wait and get comfortable and sleep. As soon as you get there, they drop you off at the Shirakawa-go Information Center. That's where the Meitetsu bus line drops you off. And there's a bathroom, so of course if you have to go, you can go there. And they also have maps in English, information in English, so it's a really great place to start off. I think other buses take you to a different point, but this bus, the Meitetsu bus, which I am going to just promote, this is not a sponsored video, but I'm going to promote them. It's great for this kind of trip from Nagoya. So I made my way, I got ready. I had my map in my hand. It showed me all the places I could visit. It also showed me the point to go to the lookout point. The point to go to the lookout, what is wrong with me? And also the different houses I could pay admission to go into. Okay, and I know people are probably wondering, why did Lydia go all the way to Gifu to visit this place? I'll have you know that Shirakawa-go was declared a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1995. And it's famous for its traditional farmhouses. They're called Gashozukuri farmhouses, and they're over 250 years old. Now, personally, I like old things and I like architecture. So old architecture is just a perfect spot for me to visit. And as you walked around the place, you could feel a sense of history. And of course, the nature is beautiful. The place is beautiful. It would have been better if I'd gone when there was a lot of snow, because then the houses are completely covered and they look so beautiful. But this little bit of snow was good for me because I wasn't cold. So that was awesome. But yes, that's why I decided to make my trip here, and it was so worth it. I'm out of breath because I just walked 20 minutes up a very steep hill. But look where I am. I'm in Shirakawa-go. It's beautiful up here. There's snow. I haven't seen much snow ever in my life. The mountains are gorgeous. Look at the mountains. It's so gorgeous. So that was at the foot lookout point, and after that I just decided I have 3 hours to kill. Let me just visit every single house. They're all so uniquely different, and I loved it. I loved every one of them. I'm really annoyed with myself. I wanted to make a snowman while here, but I forgot to bring the right gloves. Daiso gloves won't do, but it's okay. There's some snow over there. I could have made an epic. Oh, there's a snowman. Like, there have been so many little snowmans around the place. It's adorable. Oh, but this place is so amazing. Look at this. I really love the houses. I could live in one of these houses, however, I've heard they're like super cold, so never mind. But I just made a snowman because I've never made a snowman in my life, so here he is. He's so cute. I'm such an idiot. Yay! Yeah, for like 20 minutes after making that snowman, my hands hurt because they burned from the snow pain. Snow pain is real. But you know, it's okay. It's okay. So I just made my way around the town trying to learn more. It was unfortunate that most of the information was in Japanese, but that's okay, you know. I was surprised that there were so many visitors, and the villagers who actually live there are people who live there, made sure that there were attractions to see for everyone and things to do. Including one of the most important things is you can visit the main houses. Some of the main houses like this, the Nagase House, I got to just pay admission and go in and see what inside looked like, which was great. So now I'm in the Nagase family house, which is one of, I think, 2 traditional houses you can visit here. Of course, there's admission fee, so it isn't warm. I'm next to the heater because I'm dying. But I'm going to film a little of inside, but it's very nice. The houses look small from the outside, but they're huge inside. So on display some of the family heirlooms and everything. So I really like it in here. I may not leave. Walking around the house, I was able to see how they actually made the roofs. The roofs are made of hay or thatch. I don't remember which one, but it takes thousands of volunteers to work together to put them up, which was really interesting to learn. And I also got to see how massive inside the house is. I got to see traditional tatami rooms and shrine areas and different family heirlooms from the Nagase family. And I can't believe that this house is over 200 years old, 250 years old. So I don't know how they just keep it so well maintained, basically. So that's why it's a unique UNESCO World Heritage Site, because it's important to the history and culture of Japan. And going in the roofs was also cool. I got to see some of the traditional farming tools that they used way back centuries ago. And yeah, I recommend that anyone who visits Shirakawa-go definitely visit one of the houses that they can go inside. It's like mini museums that show you different things from way back in time. And it was the admission fee, I think it was like 200 yen. It was less than 500 yen. And you really get a sense of the buildings and you see why they're important, how beautiful they are, the architecture inside, outside. It's amazing. It really is. And then when you leave, be sure to buy the postcards. They have some really fabulous postcards that make for great omiyage souvenirs. The exterior of Nagase House that I just visited. So I got to go downstairs, upstairs, and right before that top part. But it's so amazing in there. And look at this view. I think this is one of the most beautiful places I've been in Japan so far. By the way, I have to show you these really creepy fish. Well, they're not creepy. The water apparently is so cold that they just move extra slowly. So they were like not moving at all. Weird. That's the suspension bridge I just walked on. Ooh, it was kind of scary. I've never walked on a bridge like that before. Lord! The suspension bridge actually takes you over to the outdoor museum. I didn't actually get to explore there because it was coming on to the time where I had to leave, but this is where most buses actually park, and so people usually start their trip to Shirakawa-go over here, or where I started. So I guess it's a great place to also visit and learn more about the area. The last place I visited was the Binen Yumemorumu Museum, which exhibits paintings and wood carvings created by a local artist by the name of Mineshi Itaya. And I am telling you, the woodwork was gorgeous. This place also exhibits an over 800-year-old sacred tree. How amazing is that? I loved it here. Admission was really cheap again, and it was warm, and the entire the building smelled like nature. It smelled amazing, like the burnt wood smell. I don't know how else to describe it other than perfect. It was really perfect. So it was a great way to end my trip to Shirakawa-go, just looking at these paintings and these carvings. So I recommend definitely stop by and see this building. Stop in, go in and enjoy yourself. So my perfect day adventure in Shirakawa-go ended there, and I just spent the rest of the time walking back to the tourist information center, which is where the Meitetsu bus would pick me up. And you know, I had a nice time just looking at all the crafts. I bought omiyage, of course, to give to people, and there were so many stores that were selling things, and you can have lunch there. And yeah, it really was one of the best trips I've taken here in Japan, and I enjoyed myself. Shirakawa-go, which was fun. Back in Nagoya City, behind me is Oasis 21, some kind of entertainment center or art center, whatever, I don't know. And then there is the lovely Nagoya TV tower that looks like an injection needle, but that's your business, Nagoya, not mine. So it's very nice. This is near where I'm staying in Sakai, whatever. So it's really nice, and I'm lucky to be staying so close to it. I'm gonna walk home shortly, eat, and pass out. It's been a very good day.